Oh, great. Welcome back, part two. So, here we have it. I've got labeled a few different colors. We're just gonna start with, I'm gonna grab a little brush. We're gonna start with our usual cool red, cool yellow, cool blue. Later, I've got warm red and the other, I guess the warm blue. We'll deal with that later. For the moment though, where are we? Okay. So I'm gonna grab some just pure red paint on the outside. And I'm gonna just get it in there. Load up a lot of paint on. But when you get to the edge, just slow down. Touch the line or come really close to it. There you can see it started to run out. I can either flip it or turn it on its edge. Now, this is what I would call a fairly precise project. We could do it a little less precise. I'm going over the line there because I'll probably trim it. Or maybe not, because I'm doing actually pretty clean brush strokes right now. Now, I'm going to try not to rush, Mr. Shaw. All right. Now, if you have trouble getting in the corner, grab a little brush and just grab a little extra there, and I'll go kapow. Just make it a little nicer in the corner. Okay, I'll give it a nice clean edge. All right, you know what I'm doing. But what I want you to see, and this is the project, I'm also, a couple things. I'm just gonna fill out those spots. You can see the white paper really nicely coming through. This paint will dry fairly dark, a little darker than we see it now. I went over there, that's okay, I'll cover that with the other red when it dries. Your brush strokes, I like them somewhat random rather than all one direction, but that's kind of up to you at this point. Okay, this is the main point. We're going lighter as we go. So I'm gonna take a bit of red and a tiny bit of white because we're gonna go just a notch. We want to be able to see it though. And yes, I'd say we can see that that is significant. It's moving towards a kind of almost a pink. I'm going to leave a gap between the two for the moment as I come up to my lines. This is a very crunchy old brush. I don't think I've ever described a brush as crunchy. I'll take my other brush, clean it a little bit. I could even take some paint from here and touch up my corners really kind of badly. You take more time, please. But and then I'll do this edge. My general style, I would say, of painting is fairly loose. I'm not a super realist. Okay, then, of course, a little more into that, again, into that blend, into that mix, take a little more white. Maybe a little more. Make a bigger jump. Now, as you can imagine, we've got sort of, you could do infinite gradations here. We're just going to do 4. But you could do so many more. Again, I clean my little brush a little bit. Clean off a bit of paper towel there and try and get some of that nice new paint. Make sound effects if you want. You can see there's some darker bits. I'll just sort of blend those in now. Look at a Van Gogh, the sky. It's never just, it's alive. Okay, and now lots of white. Even more than lots. And that's a really pretty pink. Ooh, I got a ton of paint on there. Probably don't need quite that much. Now here, obviously, I'm gonna need my little brush again. You probably can't see it, but there's water there. I'm cleaning it a little bit because it's still got the old paint on it. And I'll take some new paint. And actually, I'm resting my finger here as a kind of pivot, making my hand into a bit of a tripod. If that is indeed the shape, maybe it's a duopod. Is there such a thing as a bipod? That's two. People are bipods. We have 2 legs. And bam. Pretty nice. Gets really tight there. Okay, kapow. And as you can imagine now, we could jump straight into the next red. It's going to touch and it could blend a little more. For the moment, before we kind of get there, just this time, I'd like you to, because of those colors I got, I'd like you to jump over to the blue, the cool blue, and then the yellow. So you'll see where they're marked, label them, all that stuff, and that's probably enough video for now for you to know what you're doing. But